Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome once again to my channel. Welcome back. If it's your first time here, I say a special and a hearty and warm welcome to you. I'm thankful that you have stumbled upon my channel probably or decided to view my video. I appreciate it. And I, of course, always say to folks, if you like what you get here, please consider subscribing to my channel. Today, I want to stop by to talk about something that really struck me. I have been over and over hearing a particular song in my mind, and it's because I saw a video of this song being sung. So there is this song, the Ground We're Walking On. That's how it's called. It was written, of course, as a calypso. It is a calypso, but in recent time, it has been sung at a funeral, in a different genre, sort of like a jazz or kind of ballad, a lovely presentation done by the artist herself, Joy Stoute. And the song was written by the great Hunter, the Calypsonian, and composed by both Hunter and Cornell Phillip, mixed and mastered by Cornell Phillip. This song is great. It is not just great because the singer sang it well, it is great because of the lyrical content of the song. I can't just let this go by without stopping and exploring and looking at this song with you, hoping that you too will see what I see in this song. I know some people don't like to talk about death, and that's understandable. The song really takes us to a place where we start to recognize that it's an inevitable thing that we will die. But in truth and in fact, it kind of calls us to more. And I just thought before I go further into the song, let us hear the song, listen to it, and if I will talk a little bit about it after the presentation of the song. So stay with me. I'm happy that you're here. Trust me, you will enjoy the song, but not just enjoy the song, just the whole experience of the presentation of the song is something to behold. It's been living in my mind rent free. Let's get to it. Hope you enjoy it.
Some people believe that they're greater than you and I wonder why. And they're getting on as though they will never die. Only you and I wonder why. Nothing here will last forever. These should serve as a reminder. All who playing holy and mighty, with their name, their fame and their money, when the master call, no talking at all, prepare for your funeral. The ground that we walking on one day will be your roof. The ground that we walking on one day will be your roof. There will be no exemption, no extension when the master call. No friend could save you, no judge could bail you when the master call. When you got to go, you've got to go. No doctor can say no. The ground that we walking on one day will be your room. You could be the world's richest tycoon, build skyscraper on the sun and moon, create all kinds of man-made disease, but God have the keys, and you must pay your fees. No place to run, no place to hide, and the great man don't accept bribes. You could buy and tread the whole world. In the end, you still lose your soul. You better get it right before your final flight, 'cause later will be your plight. The ground that we're walking on one day will be your roof. Oh, the ground that we're walking on one day will be your roof. There'll be no immunity for sinful or holy when the master calls. When the master calls. No special favor for bachelor or master when the master calls. When the master calls. When you got to go, you've got to go. No doctor can say no. The ground that we're walking on one day will be your roof. We keep glorifying the things man made, you and I wonder why, and clearly forget the foundation that was laid for you and I wonder why. It's God who gave human the wisdom, so no man could hold him for ransom. So all who think that they are mightier than the Holy Ghost and the Father better stay in your lane, 'cause all you've obtained in a second could be regained. Kingdom, one day will be your roof. The ground that we walking on one day will be your roof. No acceptance of gifts from millionaire or chief when the master calls. When the master calls, no sacrifice of human blood or diversion may fall. When the master calls, when you got to go, you've got to go. No doctor can say no. The ground that we walking on one day will be your
I mean, people were not sure if they should have clapped, if they should have been quiet, if they should have just, people, I think some people were not even sure how to react, to be honest with you. Some people were not even certain if they should clap, if they should keep quiet, if they were deep. The song took them to a place of depth. The delivery, the calm of the singer, Joy. Listen, if you're not following Joy Stoute on YouTube, I want to urge you. I looked at her channel on YouTube. I mean, I don't have much subscribers myself, but Joy has been killing it in terms of music. I really think for a local artist in Dominica and an artist, she needs a boost. She should be further out there in terms of a subscription. I looked at her page. She has about 300 and something people who subscribe to her channel. After Calypso King, after being Calypso Monarch, sorry, I think Joy should have had many more Dominicans, at least, if nobody else, subscribing to her channel. So I want to urge you, if you love Joy and if you love what she's doing, and if you don't know her, you don't love her, but you see the depth of what this girl delivered. or this woman, sorry, deliver. I say girl, sorry. This woman delivered at that funeral. She deserves a subscription so that you can see and know when she is actually making more music. She has quite a few songs. Yeah, it's quite a few songs there on her channel, right? Joy sang many songs before she went into Calypso, and I think just this song just does it. I think Joy herself was stunned by the impact of that song on Joy, meaning on her. Yeah, I think she was shocked. I don't think she even realized how it would have impacted her. I could see at some point where she literally, you almost like you could see that she wiped a tear. And yes, maybe it was the sadness and the solemnity of the occasion, but I still think it hit her, it touched her soul, the depth of this song. I never thought I'd hear this song in a funeral. Whoever thought of doing this was a genius, but even more, just how it was twisted from a calypso into a jazzy sort of ballad, just a beautiful song that we can all stop and ponder. This is genius. All the people behind it, genius. And I think they deserve to be recognized. Yeah, so I want to go over this again with you. In case you missed it earlier, I want to say that this song was written by, the song is The Ground We Walking On. Okay, it was written by Derek St. Rose the Hunter, as we call him, Derek St. Rose the Hunter. That's his calypso name, the Hunter. And the song was written by him, and it was also composed by him and Mr. Cornell Phillip, and it was mixed and mastered by Cornell Phillip. All these guys are masters in my view, and of course, it was sung by the great, in my view, the great Joy Stoute. Joy is versatile, a woman who can sing calypso and then bring it down how many notches and take the song and hauntingly present it at a funeral. The very song, the very lyrics, and touch hearts and souls. Some people may have looked stoic in there as if they were not perturbed, but I believe there is a certain kind of morbidity. I'm gonna have to fix this. There is a certain kind of morbidity in this song. It takes you here, it's morbid. Nobody wants to think about death. Who wants to think about death? Everybody wants to live, everybody wants to survive, everybody wants to be in the world and live their lives every day. Yeah, nobody wants to think about death. But this song brings us to a reality that none of us truly, when we think about it, it's a reality that we sometimes want to run from, but it's a reality, I think, that we definitely have to embrace. We have death is something that it will come. If it doesn't come in our time, it will come maybe if Christ come back before and we're still on earth, then we may not die in that way. But if we pass on before he comes, in the reality it's inevitable that we die. And this song brings us home to that, like it or not. And maybe some people saying they don't want to even hear that song because it reminds them of the fact that we have to die, we must die. Death is inevitable. But there is deeper messages in this song too. I don't know what's deeper than that, truly. Well, I know there is something deeper. Let me backtrack. Of course, there is. If when we have faith, we know, we understand that death is a passage. It is a passage. While we fear, a lot of people fear death and dread it. While we dread death, in truth and in fact, death is an opening door, you could say. Someone rightly said, I listened to this pastor who said that death is Jesus, coming, dying, and rising again, took death from being, just for the tomb and made it into a new womb. So there's a new birth, you could say. So death opens the door for us to be glorified at the end of it, for us to burst the tomb and go to heaven, those who die in Christ, those who believe in Christ. So definitely there is more to death. There is more. But guys, the message, the lyrics, the lyrical content of that song is so rich. Nothing that we achieve in this world, our money, our education, well, these are important. They're important to survive. I mean, you don't go to work, you can't really eat. You can't pay your bills, right? So we have to work, we must survive. You need a place to live, you can't live on the street. You need shelter, you need a home, you need, so you need a piece of land and home and so on. So the basic necessities are they're vital. We cannot we cannot erase that. But in truth and in fact, the amass, the amassing or just grasping, trying to take so much in this world as if we can go somewhere with it is pretty much what this song is saying. We can't go anywhere with them. That song talks about every facet of life, not the lawyer, not the judge. God Himself will not stop us when we have to go. He doesn't accept bribes. That line, that God doesn't even accept bribes, guys. Hunter, I don't know where you were, dude. I don't know where your mind was. I don't know what you were thinking when you wrote that song. I don't know what experience that hit you, but that song is profound. It's deep. And I know some people say, no, listen to that because it's Hunter that write it, because they might think of other aspects of Hunter that they may not like. But look, let's look beyond the writer and beyond the messenger. Let's look at the message. There is depth in that song. And because there is depth in the song, you have to watch the writer. The man wrote this song at the end of the day. Okay, so yes, I just said not, let's not look, but we have to. We have to give credit where credit is due. This song is profound. It is deep. It can be sung anywhere, in any part of the world. Anybody can listen to that song and get a message from it in any corner of this world. Imagine the ground that we're walking on. One day will be our roof. It's a pity we won't even need a roof at that point. But in essence, the people below us, how we treat them. Yeah. And that's a message for all of us to stop and ponder and think, how am I treating people? How do I treat the next person? And none of us is perfect. So we all falter. We fail sometimes in how we treat other people. Maybe we're angry, maybe we're not settled, and so we lash out sometimes. And maybe at an innocent person that have nothing to do with why we're lashing out in the first place, truly. But how the song is asking me, asking you, asking us, and a perfect time in this holy week and in life, truly, in this crazy world right now. The ground that we're walking on one day will be earth. How do I treat the next person? And how do I treat my belongings, what I call wealth or what I own? Do I put them ahead of God? Or do I allow God to be front and center of my entire journey? It's causing me to ask myself those questions, and it's asking us to ask ourselves those questions. So it's that song is powerful, well presented, well presented. Apart from the little glitches that we saw a few glitches. We know the mic at the back, for the backup in the first verse and chorus. At that point, the mic was not working. We saw that. Those of us who have good eyes to observe and good ears, we recognized it. But you know what? Joy was not phased. She was not phased by that. She continued singing as if I have full backup. That's a professional. She continued, and then of course they picked up, which was lovely. We have to pay credence where credence is due, give credence where credence is due. Joy is outstanding. The writer of this song is outstanding. Let's talk about Cornell for a little bit. Mr. Cornell Philip Pontier. The song, the way it started, the jazz, the piece of keyboard, the bars that he played before Pontier, it was already striking you like, whoa, I have to listen. Yeah. And throughout the song, his patience in following the singer. I don't find it later. Yes, he started the song to cue her, but he followed the singer like a pro, which he is. He followed Joy. And in between the verses and the choruses, OMG, did you not hear the classy piece of music that this gentleman was presenting between those verses and the choruses? Cornell Philip is a genius. Let's give it to the man. We have some brilliant musicians in Dominica, artists, singers, writers, composers, producers. We have great people. I'm telling you, I sing. And if I was the singer and that keyboard started like that, I would give you my best voice because I know what it does to a singer. But that's not about me. Mm-mm. Joy, the patience, the grace of delivery, it complemented the classy ability of the player. The player fed off the singer, Cornell fed off Joy, and Joy fed off the quality of the music that she was hearing. She was not fazed by the crowd. She was not fazed by the lack of the first few moments when the mic was not working for her backups. She was fixated on the fact that this song is powerful. I'm going to present it. This music is rich. This is the time. Let's deliver. Kudos. I don't know, Hunter, if you were in the room somewhere, if you were at the funeral, but bro, take a bow. Take a bow. What you have written, what you have penned, what you have helped to compose, this is remarkable beyond what we see it as. For some people, it's just a calypso, it just passed and that's it. And we'll hear it again, maybe after Lent, and we will enjoy it. And great, I like the upbeat one too, don't get me wrong. I remember commenting on the night when she won and when Joy won the crown, and just the goosebumps that I felt when she was presenting it. And the thing about it is, when you're a singer and you are able to put your heart and soul into what you are presenting, it will reach your audience. And we have some great singers like that. I mean, some people who can take a song and just really, really just deliver. Dice is great in doing that as well. So we have some wonderful presenters and singers and artists, and I want to pay full homage to them. But this song, I just had to. We cannot let it just go under the. If Fitzroy was there, he would say, "Oh my goodness," he would want to play the keyboard for joy. Who knows? Maybe he was playing. I don't know. Just kidding. But in truth and in fact, any musician would have liked to play that song for that singer, Joy. I think so, for real. And Joy didn't pay me to talk about her because I don't. I can't remember talking to Joy in my whole life. I know Joy's sister, Candy. Yes, I think I know Candy's Joy's sister. I think so. Candy, wherever you are, greetings to you. Yeah, but in truth and in fact, and it's a long time I've not spoken to Candy. I know Candy at church. So, but Joy, I knew of her music, listened to her music before, and so on. But your presentation, girl. You too need to take a bow and feel proud of yourself and continue to sing, my lady. Continue to sing because you have a voice that is carrying a message, and a message that we all need in life. So, brilliant, in my view. Brilliant. I don't know what else I can say. I think it was haunting, and not hunting like hunter, but haunting. Spooky a little. Because everybody is like, boy, that could be me lying there. Yeah, going to my roof, the roof. Yeah, it brings us to reality in truth and in fact. And we have to recognize that and embrace that for what it is, The lyrics from a completely, totally different landscape in my view. It's not ordinary. I don't see the lyrics of that song as ordinary. I see it as from a place of depth, a profound depth. Okay? So, Hunter, respect to you, brother man. And so, Joy did fabulous, and I just wanted to stop by and say, I pay homage to these people behind that song. That team is a team. I could see it's a team after the Calypso show, and I can see it's a team. I could see it's a team even there, You know, when you, after the competition, you still see those people working together. That's great. That's great. And so we have a lot of positives that we can take from that and from this song and from its presentation. And I just want to urge and encourage everybody, all of us, to take the message for what it's worth and evaluate ourselves and see, where can I be a better person? Where can I ensure that at the end of the day, when my time is up, that I'm happy with what I did in this world, and I didn't try to think that the world was my home, my final destination, because it's not. You know the old song, "This world is not my home, I'm just a passing through." Pilgrims on a journey. That's pretty much what it is. And so we are pilgrims, and the ground that we're walking on, we won't be there all the time walking on it. We're going to need it as a roof later. So thank you, Joy. Thank you, Hunter. Thank you, Cornell, Philip. Thank you to all those who made this what it was. And it's a song I will listen to over and over. It's been living in my mind, rent free. Over, I go to bed, I hear it, I wake up, I check in that song. And I know I'm not the only person. All right. So thank you for that. And thank you guys for viewing. Like I said before, if you've not subscribed to Joy Stoute's channel, I kindly ask you to do so. I think she deserves our subscription. I made sure that I subscribed when I went to visit her page. And I believe, Joy, you've not even posted this rendition, this version of the song on your Facebook page, on your YouTube channel, I'm sorry. You should do that. Get a copy of it, whatever, do what it takes, put it there. I'm sure you have the rights to do it. And first of all, maybe I should pay homage to the people who recorded it, because I didn't record it. Somebody recorded it at the funeral. I don't know who it is, and I of course I pay full respect to them. The person who did a great job. The picture is very clear. You could see it. Good job in terms of the videographer and all videographers behind it. Thank you very much for that as well. And kudos to your work, your artistry, that you brought that to us, that we could see it from wherever. But Joy, I kindly encourage you to go get this song, the recording, create a lovely video, put it on. The video is already made, so you know what I mean. Put it onto your YouTube channel. And folks, Dominica, the rest of the world, wherever you are, look for Joy Stoute, Joy, 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 Stoute, Stoute, with an E at the end, Stoute. And you will find Joy Stoute's YouTube channel. As a matter of fact, I'll put it down, in the description, below my video, her link to her YouTube channel. I'll definitely do that. So you can just go down there, hit that link, and it will take you to Joy's page. All right. I also invite you to subscribe to my channel, help me to grow, as I also encourage you to help Joy to grow. All right. Thank you guys for viewing. God bless. And let us remember, let's work towards treating each other better. None of us is perfect. We have a role to play in this world, and it is to love each other, treat each other right and with respect. And so that's my goal for you, for me, for all of us. God bless you. Come again. See you around on the next video.